Welcome to the A F.o.O.L Podcast. This is episode 58. So, I was outside an Apple store the other day and I saw somebody steal something. Does that make me an eyewitness?
They're getting worse.
They're getting back.
I get it.
What's up, guys? Mardigrasman23 here, and it is time for another A F.o.O.L Podcast. What number is this? 50, 60? I don't know.
58.
58. 58. We're getting closer to that magic 60-something number.
Oh, yeah. Aren't we all?
So I am Mardigrasman23. That is Joey. This is his channel, BrickTrains. And up in the top is Jabo. It's moving day at Jabo's house.
Every day's moving day. Constantly rearranging the deck of this thing known as the Titanic.
So how did moving day go? Was anything accomplished?
I actually I can walk from my Bricklink store to the back of the house without stepping on stuff now. So that's good. So I cleared out this space. I can actually get to where my lawnmower is now. So we accomplished that. I just didn't accomplish my goal, which was to sort all my sets by theme. I give up on that dream again. So I wonder, like, to sort thousands of sets, if you did like one a second,
Oh,
it still would take a long time.
You would have to have a bunch of empty boxes.
Yeah. I would have to have space that's free to like take the stuff to the space.
Well, you would have to, as you take them outside, like you did, sort them before you go to. Don't just bring them all out. Bring out a box, sort it. Bring out the next box, combine it, add.
right. Yep.
And then that way, after a few hours, you just pick them up, and then the next time you start where you left off.
Yeah. So what I actually ended up doing is some of the boxes I'd already taken some sets out of them. So I try to consolidate down a few boxes, and then I took out some things. I was like, oh, I got duplicates of that. I'm taking that out because certain things I'm just not going to keep the duplicates.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, if you got duplicates, it's, it's time in our life maybe to start selling some of those things.
Yeah. And even if some of the things that aren't duplicates.
Well,
yeah.
There's
yeah.
Those boxes were pretty well packed from what I remember from the original videos. So
yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, and I even haven't done the videos. I still look at them. I was like, I don't remember having that. And I did a video on it.
Well, that's getting to be a little while ago now, right?
Yeah. And that's just what was in that room.
Wow.
So I mean, that's a 6.
So your garage has a walkway or a door to the basement?
It's got a garage door and a door.
Okay. And
so I opened the garage door, and I was just like, I had tools and stuff I couldn't get to. I had all the Lego boxes. I mean, it's better organized. It's just not sorted.
Right.
And I was thinking some of the non-Lego stuff. I mean, I got like, my Connects collection is probably bigger than a lot of people's Lego collection.
Right.
So it's things like that just get in the way. And I got the Mega Constructs or Mega Block stuff, then other knockoff brick brands. Like I got all these Mega Blocks Star Trek sets.
Oh yeah, okay. Those are
I really want to get rid of those, but they take up space.
Yeah. Did you built the gee, I'm drawing a blank. I'm getting old. What's the Star Trek ship?
The Enterprise.
Yeah.
My son built it.
You still have that put together?
Yes, it's up in our office.
Yeah.
It's a really nice set.
Yeah.
It does look really good. Is there a lot of custom pieces in that?
Yeah. It's disappointing thing. It's got, well, I guess they needed for the support, but it's got those big angled pieces for the warp drive, the
nacelles or nacelles.
Well, you're using like terms I don't even know.
Somebody will tell me I said them wrong. So, well, I guess now that I can never allow Dakota to come over to your house because I have trained him that if he finds anything that is not Lego, so like these Creo bricks and Tyco bricks and stuff, they immediately go in the trash can.
Oh no. No. And that's
Not Lego, Papa.
So that's one of my video ideas I really need to do. So I've been trying to set aside parts that look like they're not Lego.
Right.
That are
That's kind
Lego.
of been a passion project of
So
yours for a while.
when you buy bulk lots, I've noticed you've done hauls, and it'll be like just a lot of. You'll dump it out, and you'll say that's not Lego, that's not Lego, that's Mega Blocks. Are you throwing all that stuff away? I know you're throwing the crap away, but are you throwing all those
So,
random Mega
It
Blocks
depends
away?
on how far back you go. If you go back to the early days of the channel, I did have a pile where I put, or a container where I put all of the non-Lego stuff, whether it be Tyco, Mega Blocks, and it got up to about 10 pounds maybe.
Mhm.
And I put it on eBay, sold for like $6,
Mhm.
and I was like, yeah, that probably wasn't worth all
Worth
the
it.
effort.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the shipping is.
So just now, some of the Mega Blocks I might keep, because like when I bought that Tyco, or the Tyco and the Mega Blocks, like the Tyco phone was actually
Mhm.
missing some of the pieces that would have come with it. Like
Mhm.
it's supposed to have like a handful of pieces in there. So sometimes I set aside the Tyco blocks, but if it don't have printing on it, yeah, it goes in the garbage. Like all that crap that Let Brick sent me. I did have the thing. Is like, maybe I should just send this to somebody, see if somebody wants it, instead of me paying to send it back to them in China. Just
Oh,
send
right.
it to somebody else.
Yeah.
I ain't paying to send it back to them.
No. Is that what they want? Is they want you to
Yeah,
send
they
it
want me
back?
to send it back to them. I'm like, well, if I have to pay to send it back, I am definitely doing a video on it.
Right.
I'm gonna.
Right. Well, I mean, you'll come out on it, but they're going to get. Well, I don't know. Is any?
They haven't emailed me again.
Yeah.
It's been a couple weeks, so.
Well, we can talk about it here on this channel because they ain't watching me.
Yeah, they don't watch. They don't watch. Okay, this is my idea for a video, and this is coming from somebody that actually got one of their videos ripping Lepin put on a Lepin website.
Right.
Promoting it.
Right.
So I thought about doing the video where it kind of gives the impression, if somebody's just clicking real quick and not paying attention and not
Right.
watching the video, that it's like in support of it.
Right.
Like have a thumbnail, have an intro. So I got the Tinder built, and I could kind of like, I was going to do like the pan, like, and have the 2001 music playing. Like it's going to be this epic set, and then it's like you go in and you got the Tinder, and also
And then a pile of bricks.
yes.
Yep.
And see if they think it's a great video, because it's funny when I was going on to Gmail to get the link for this, I was looking all of these emails I get for sponsorships, and of course some of them are probably scams. They just want your
Sure,
personal
yeah.
information, but I think some of them are legit. It's funny, one of them, he has a website that is for like doing green screen effects
Okay.
and making it real easy, and I'm like, your website's crap. It's like, it looks like it was just thrown together, and I'm like, if you can't even make a good website, why would I use your product to edit videos?
Right. Well,
So
maybe they weren't a web designer.
maybe not. 'Cause I mean, who might have criticized somebody else's website? But I'm just like, if your whole thing is using technology,
Right. There's
Okay.
too many easy templates to make a website to make it,
Yeah.
cookie cutter look.
Yeah.
All right. So I did put a set in the vault, but I noticed you said something about the California trucks.
We don't have to do the California truck unless you want to.
It don't
Let's
matter.
do your set.
Okay. Well, my set is set 131, going along with the train theme here, which, let's see, I'm not sure which one to reveal first. So this is a passenger car from, when is this from? 72? So this is the 4.5 and the 12 volt. And it's the Paris and Romania sticker.
How many different stickers came with that?
4 or 5? 4, maybe?
Man.
Oh, hang on. I think I got the picture here. I thought I pulled up the... Shoot. Gotta find my thing. 131. 1, 2. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So there must be 4 different cities. because it looks like there's eight on the sticker sheet.
Okay, so you could do 2 different versions. And how many
Right.
different numbers?
Looks like just the ones.
Okay, so every car would be 1.
Every car would be 1. Yes, there were 4 number 1, so 2 on each side. So you can buy the car for like $30 or so on Bricklink. I'm trying to get my show notes back up because I don't remember all this. Yeah, so about $35. Instructions are $2 to $10, and there are no boxes for sale.
Oh, you got a box.
But I got a box.
I may have that one in a box.
And I have the instructions.
Yeah.
So pretty cool little instructions.
And please explain to me the people on the instructions.
So it's either it's for the little kid or for everybody else.
No, that's somebody got a hold of those stickers that you put on the back of your van.
Oh,
Yeah, they ran a copy.
So we have found the origin of those things on the car.
We need to make that now. Put on the back of our cars.
We do. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. But yeah, that can be done. Those people
easy.
Easy.
They sell stuff like that on Etsy. Is it Etsy?
Etsy, yeah. That would be. But I would imagine some of the sticker places, they'll do vinyl. I bet you could get one-offs done pretty easy.
So, but you didn't answer my question.
I don't know. How do
so? I no matter how many times we look at that, does that mean it's only for the little kid? Or it's not for the little. I'm assuming it means it's not for the little kid.
I'm assuming since the little kid is ghosted,
that
he's not there. He's translucent. I'm assuming that everybody else is mom, dad, brother, sister. They can all play with it.
Maybe it's everyone can play, including the one on the way.
The one on the way. Baby on board. There is, for the low price of $62.73 and $37 shipping, you can get one on eBay from Italy.
Is it sealed?
No, but it does include the sticker sheet.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to assume that it's a good sticker sheet, not a replica.
So did you see that video I did with that non-numbered set?
Yeah,
the cabin.
Any ideas?
Okay, so a couple things that I think the bag that's in. I don't know.
It looks like a taken build or whatever they used to call those.
Right. Well, the way I understood it was the guy that does the castle, the big clear castle. He's gonna kill me now for not remembering his handle. At any rate, he works for the Lego store. He used to work for Lego, but he had a bunch of those at Bricklink one time for in the yard sale, and he had a bunch of stuff in him. He said they used them in the stores for whenever they would spill something or a thing got broke, and they would put stuff in those grab bags for sale. So it was just a bag that they had, and they would just put anything in it. So to me, it's definitely something that Lego had.
It's definitely a Lego set. It's just not numbered, which is very strange.
There's nothing on the little printout of the instructions.
The only thing I could find was that date in the bottom corner.
Yeah, and nobody's posted it.
And what was it? What was the build again?
It's a cabin.
It's just the cabin. I bet you it's a store build.
But
I mean, there's a cabin. There is a store build that's a cabin, but it's not the one that he had in his video.
Right.
Is it numbered? Are those store builds numbered?
Yes, those are numbered.
See, that's what I thought. It's just, I don't know. I just was wondering if anybody knew anything about it.
It's definitely interesting. Yeah. So yeah, kind of. Is it? What was the date on that? Because it was like a 2000 date, wasn't it?
Well, the date is probably not the date that it was made. The date is the date on the bag.
No, it's the dates on the instruction sheet.
Oh, it is on the instruction sheet. Oh.
Because I think that's my thing is I think the bag is older than the set.
Yeah.
I think the take and the
You're right.
grab bag. I think
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I did. Here's the picture. It's 2019. The Lego group is on the bottom corner of the instruction sheet.
Mm-hmm.
It's just odd.
it is. It's cool.
It's very odd that it's not numbered.
Yeah. So if
wish
it
I
was
had
in a
done more.
catalog, they'd probably give it the old number 0.
0-0.
Or 700.
Apparently I'm never going to get a yellow castle.
Why is that?
I still don't have it. Everybody else has gotten there.
Oh, you talking about the little free one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you should have told me. Well, tell me now, and I will send you one.
Oh, there you go. That's right. You did get 2.
No, I have 3.
3.
Oh, you didn't tell us you had a third one.
No, I have one built, and I have. Yeah, because here's the 2, and then this one. Yeah,
Oh.
this would be one that somebody else did for me. So it's a legit one, but I just got it. But yeah, I'll send you one if you want one. Yeah. Okay, put that on the list. Go to Earl.
Yep. Send me that, and I'll send you back your CMF.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's right. You got a box
I did
for
too.
me.
It's still in my trunk. I got to find a box to ship it in.
Can you flat pack that or not? I don't know if they'll break down.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't spend a ton. I mean, I'll pay you for the shipping, but yeah, I'll try and drop this in the mail. I may not get to it till the weekend, but I'll get it dropped.
That's fine. I got to find a box. Take that other one anyway.
Okay. Look at this. We're spending each other's money again.
Yeah, so you finally got the Galaxy Explorer. That should have been a short. You should have posted that as a short.
You should have, yeah.
The little Galaxy Explorer haul.
Mine?
Yes. Yeah. You should post that as a short. Just put on
Well, dang it! I didn't film it. Did I film it as a short, or I filmed it long?
You did.
I filmed it long ways, I thought.
Does it matter?
Did it come out as a short?
Let me look at it.
Just put some when you load it as a short, put some font over it. Just another great haul or something, and just upload it and see what happens.
Epic haul.
Yeah,
Epic
there you
Lego
go.
Haul.
Epic Galaxy Haul. Galactic Haul.
Galactic
Haul.
Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can turn it sideways.
Is that on your BrickTsar channel?
No, that was I sent it to you. I just sent it to you.
He sent it to us on
Instagram. Okay, I'm so confused. Sorry.
So yeah, it's on the website now. Remember when everybody was getting it and I couldn't get it?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, now it's on there.
Now there's $75 in the store.
Yeah, and they're
bunches of them.
So
overproduction.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Do you think they overproduced them?
Yeah, that's what we were. That's a good topic. Is the clearance from the last run was so overabundant that they never went to the deep discount. I'm sure they did in some outlying stores, but overall, my prices were the same as the guys in New Orleans, were the same as the guys in Lafayette, were the same as the guys around you. They were all the same, and they were all about, I don't know, maybe 20 or 30% off at the most. They never got to that 50 or below. And there was bunches. Every store probably had over a pallet that they just pulled off the shelves, and it's just.
Well, I think during the pandemic, and especially here in the United States, I don't know about other countries, people were at home and they needed something to do. So you had a lot of people that got into Lego during that time. You had a lot of people that were looking at other people on YouTube. A lot of people started their YouTube channels, and it was just everybody's like, "Oh, it's the thing we can do now." It's like people that would. I remember going to shows and filming stuff, and people weren't interested. Now those people are more regular at making videos than I am. The people that years ago didn't have any interest in videos. But anyway, so there was this boom. I think the bubble has popped because people have gone back to work. People don't have the time. And then compounded by the sheer volume of the number of sets, let alone the individual quantities of numbers. Like,
Yeah. Because I know you don't go to Walmart much, Joey.
No.
And Jabbo, you don't go as much as you used to. But
I used to go into multiple Walmarts every day.
yeah.
And it's like, it's one of those things where it was, I remember I heard on the news just like 15 years ago about how often people go into Walmart. Like how many percentage of the population actually go into a Walmart during the week. Like most people would go into a Walmart for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I haven't stepped foot in a Walmart. I can't remember. It's not been a month, but I didn't go last week. I didn't go the week before, but I did order from Walmart, and that's where
yeah.
the only reason I ordered is because they were $75.
Or maybe because both of mine now, the sky shelf, the cap shelf that you can't reach, is just full from one side to the other.
Yeah,
and the shelves are full, and it's going to be, don't know what the Christmas season is going to bring, but
well, I was going to say, is this pre?
Well, you would think, but it was just like that for the past, I guess, the past set.
Right.
The one that got clearanced out, it was the same thing. The shelves were full and the cap shelves were full. So they had to pull all the discontinued stuff off to bring in all the new stuff.
So do you think this is like a okay, so the company that I work for has struggled to figure itself out pre, during, and post pandemic. Now, we make a commodity product. We make polycarbonate clear sheeting, and you see it in every store and every restaurant you go into. There's either acrylic or polycarbonate barriers between the cashier or the customer, whatever. And we produced tons of. I mean, we were so busy during the pandemic. It was absolutely it was just crazy. Overtime out the.
But once you put them all in, unless they break or somebody builds a new store, you don't.
Exactly. And now we don't know what to do with ourselves because it's like, So, but things like SAP and our sales team, they're trying to figure out how to recapture the pandemic. It's like, well, unless you get everybody sick again and back in their house, you're not.
Well, see, the thing that gets me is that once Lego sells it to Walmart,
it's Walmart's.
It's Walmart's. So Lego they're producing and Walmart's still buying. So it's going to catch up with itself sooner or later when the retailers back off of what they're buying.
Mm-hmm.
So then the reality there is if Walmart's buying them for $50 and they're still making them for selling them for $75 and making $25, is that good enough for Walmart? And is it good enough for Lego? Well, I guess Lego's selling it no matter what.
Yeah, they probably sold it at the price they sold it no matter what.
It's probably good enough for Walmart because Walmart, their volume's probably I'd be willing to bet you that on a lot of things they sell more sets in quantity than Lego does. As far as in the U.S., I don't know about overseas.
Oh yeah, I mean there's so many more stores.
There's so many more stores and so much more online. And I mean,
well, and you could walk in there and buy 10 of them, whereas on Lego.com you could only buy.
And your average person doesn't even go to Lego.com.
Right.
Yeah. So I think it could be all the retailers thought that, these toys did really good during the pandemic. They probably didn't include that last word. It was the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like, do they make the connection of why people were spending more money? There was stimulus money that was going to people that didn't need stimulus. So, I mean, that was just extra disposable income for, I would say, a lot of middle class people.
Right.
And you get extra. I know a guy, he got like over $20,000 in stimulus money because he had so many kids. It's like,
wow.
That's like, he didn't need it.
Right.
He got it. I mean, kids are expensive, but it's like, that's not here now. So I think people are going to not be buying as much, not because they don't like Lego, but they just don't have the money they had the last couple of years.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's face it. Lego is the perfect I'm stuck in the home toy, right? For a kid. Yeah, because you build the set, you play with the set, you drop the set. Oh, the set's broken. Well, I'm not going to rebuild it. I'm going to build this. And then you build this for whatever. And then you go, I want to build a set again. So you build the set again. So yeah, for a kid, it's perfect. For me, it's perfect.
Yeah. But somebody's going to be in a boardroom next year looking over their sales, and they're going to be like, why did our sales go down? Or maybe they'll go up. I think they're going to go down, though.
I wonder if that has something to do with the amount of sets that are coming out. It's like we can't sell as much as we did last year. So if we make more different sets, we sell
instead
less.
Of a lot of
instead of selling 100 of this one set, we can make 10 more sets and sell 10 of each, and then we're selling the same units.
But if you're selling less of the same unit, you have a cost of packaging, because you got to switch over your packaging on that. So I mean, there's a certain amount of cost there, but we'll never know exactly what Lego's doing or thinking.
I just wonder if they'll make the connection if it does go down.
Yeah, well, the other thing there too is they've already got, just like Earl said, they've already got their money from Walmart, and if Walmart is okay with the profit that they're making at the $75 and they sell out,
and I think I know a lot of not retailers, a lot of the companies give the retailers like markdown monies, and I don't think Lego does that. I think that's why Lego's main markdown, like if you look at Walmart, like I said, it's the same prices on almost all the Walmarts. There's some rogue ones out there, but for the most part, they mark down. It's the same price. Might take longer to get to you, but your price is going to be. And I asked the lady, she was going to mark it down more for me, and when she scanned it, she said that it was locked out of the computer. They couldn't manually input a lower price on Lego.
Right. Corporate had it locked up. So
yeah, it was the advent calendar. Last year, the Marvel advent calendars were still at my Walmart in like March. And
those are another one that's weird, because you'll get some that just you never get a city one, but then some of the the Marvel or the Friends one, they'll have tons of them, but they won't have tons of the other. And they never get that right.
I told her, I was like, she's doing the other markdown. I said, well, this should be marked down. This is dated last year. And she said, yeah, how many do you want? I can mark. And when she went in the computer, she said, no, it won't let me. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to wait and see if they'll mark it down for you.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I thought, will we ever see a $25 one? I don't know.
Well, if they show up at Bargain Hunt, we know they overproduced them then.
Yeah. Well, I drove past a Bargain Hunt yesterday, and I was like, do I go inside? Because I haven't been in a Bargain Hunt that had Lego since probably 2019. And it's like, if you start seeing it in Bargain Hunt, then there's too much.
Yeah, if it's brand new.
I was gonna say, if you see quantities of it or
that's the Harry Potter advent calendar from last year was in all the dirt cheaps by the cases. Every dirt cheap probably had 4 or 5 cases of them.
Yeah, they overproduced it.
So I'm looking at a set that came out in 2005.
Okay,
it's the Vladix Dark Fortress at 8877. I think we've talked about it before, but in 2005 or 2006, whenever it went on clearance, this is one of those things like this where you Target that got an entire row, entire aisle had nothing but these sets, and they were $25.
You said 8875?
8877.
77.
8877.
Okay. Oh, okay.
8877. Vladix.
Okay. And they were $25.
Yeah. So I bought I can't remember. It was either 18 or 20 of them, and I couldn't get more because they wouldn't fit in the car. Because it's a huge set.
Right.
All right. Its part out value is anywhere from $500 to $700, depending on how you price it. It's got purple guy in it, but
purple guy, yep.
I was just like, if I had just gone back, I thought about going back to the store. I didn't. And I think I sold most of these for around $100 when I sold them, which was the retail price. So I made $75 on them on eBay, minus fees. But I was like, if I had a Wayback Machine,
Right.
go back and buy all of them
Mhm.
and then part them out.
It's like that. You remember? Was it 2 years ago? 3? Oh, it might have been longer than that. Probably 5 or 6 years ago. Though had those Joker steamrollers on
Yeah.
just in every Target.
Yep. Yeah, they seem to be everywhere.
That
I
was the
think
one I had the missing piece, and I found it, and it was in my stuff to put in the store. I just never put it in the store with the other ones. It's
So
from that-
yesterday I parted out two small sets, and I put them away, and it didn't take me very long because they were smaller sets. So I had a little cup of, I don't know, like 12 or 15 pieces. The ones that you're like the little odd pieces. You drop them, or you
Right.
open a drawer and it's like one that doesn't belong. So you
right.
pull it. So I'm putting those away, and I had 2 of the pieces weren't in my store anywhere. So I'm like, where could these have come from? Or did I short somebody a long time ago, or
Yeah.
gave them a refund because I was
It-
short,
Right.
and
Right.
now here they are, years, no idea. And one of them was a plate, like a 2x3 plate, and I had 3 of them, and I
Huh.
was just like, what? How do you miss that one?
Yep.
I worry. I mean, because I can't 100% rely on the fact that if a part is on the floor, that it's necessarily out of the store. Because
Correct.
just on the other side of this wall right here that you can't see is the
Well,
basement layout, city, and Dakota. So
I've got this little bucket.
right.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
I don't know.
same
I
thing.
don't know where these pieces are extra pieces from a couple sets I built.
Yeah.
And the other day, after we got finished doing one of these podcasts, I went to pick my phone up and I knocked it on the floor.
Oh no.
So when I'm picking them up, I have no idea if the parts were actually from that little cup or if they were from somewhere else that's in the store.
Right.
It's funny. Like, right before I came down here, I did that. I did the exact same thing. I was carrying a box down, and I bumped that little cup. It's almost the exact same size as yours, and had all those parts that had been accumulated from the floor went right back on the floor.
Mhm.
So we make mistakes, and or we
Mhm.
drop pieces.
Yep.
I've had that where you drop a little piece and it rolls up under something. And you're like, and usually I'll just go subtract that from the store,
Right.
Mhm.
unless I got to get it for the order or whatever. But have you ever been picking an order and you remember picking it? Like you can remember something about it stood out in the order and you remember it. And I say this because I just had, I have this one little container that's brown, and I was picking the order, and the last thing in the order was there's a little teddy bear from like a friend set or something.
Right.
Or,
Okay.
or
Yeah.
it might have been one of the gifts with purchases that had the teddy bear in it. And I remember, I was like, somebody finally bought one of the teddy bears. I remember picking it. All right. So the guy gets his order, and I get an email this morning, and he's got this long list of parts that he's missing, which didn't sit well with. So I was like, well, I know I picked the order because one of the parts was the teddy bear.
Mhm.
And it's like I told my wife, I was like, if you had out of the blue come up and asked me how many teddy bears were left in that drawer, I would have told you 4. Because I remember picking the order. I was like, you wouldn't, even unrelated to anything about this order, if you'd asked me how many, I just knew. I was like, okay, there's 4 left. Well, I go to the drawer, there's 4 left. I go to another item. He said he was supposed to get 2. He only got 1. My drawer should have had 1 left. There was 1 left. So every single thing in the order that he said was missing, I had the right quantity in my store. And some of them were like $2 pieces. And I was like, I asked him, I picked them again, sent them to him. But it's like, I know they were in the order. I know.
So I'm always nervous that, I'll break an order up into 3 or 4 bags. I don't put one part per bag.
Mhm.
And I'm always nervous that I'm going to leave one of those bags out.
Mhm.
Right.
Like I'm going to ship it and then 2 or 3 days later, I'm gonna find one of those little bags that should have went with that package.
Yeah.
That's what I'm always.
And that's the thing I thought. I was like, okay, maybe I dropped one of the bags.
Right.
But then it would be like he had one of a part.
Right. And
I said, I know that I put all of the same part in a bag. And I'm like, okay, I know he got the right quantity. So did the bag rip open? I mean, so that's the other thing I was going to do. Look, say, give him the benefit of the doubt. Like I could have dropped the pieces. So I've done that before. Packing an order, I dropped the piece and I don't know what I dropped.
Right.
And I got to figure out, okay, what did I drop?
Right.
But that one there's like the ring of truth. I had another order from, I forget who it is, somebody who watches the channel. He had placed a big order. Like when I say big, it was a lot of different pieces. He was trying to build a space shuttle. And then he placed a second order because he was going to build another one. And the second order was just like the first one. And I'd already picked the first batch. And then he had like a special request. Can you have the second batch packed separate? And I was like, well, it's going to be packed separate anyway. I mean, and he was, because I wasn't about to go through and try to put it with every other piece that was the same.
Right. Yeah.
So I picked I did it and I shipped it to him. And then he said, he was super thrilled that I had separated them like that, which again, it was no big deal for me to do that. But then later, like after a couple of days, and it would have taken him a couple of days probably to go through it, he said, I only got one of these each. There's a part that he needed 4 in one of the batches of each. There's the wedges, and they're in my grade containers over there. I know exactly where they are. It's one of the parts. I know where they are in the store because they've been there for years.
Right.
And he said he was missing 3 of each. He should have got 4. He only got 1. I was like, yep. Because I said, I remember picking one of each when I picked it on that.
Yeah, I've done that. I told you, I think I told you on the last week that I had a guy and he hit most every one of his lots was 1s and 2s.
Yeah.
And the one item he had 16 of, I picked 1 because I was just falling down the list.
But see, so when they tell you it's missing, it's got that ring of truth. You're like, yep, I did that. Right. And sometimes when the quantity's not right, or it seems right, you're like, well, yeah, I probably did make a mistake or something happened. But this one just bugged me because I really feel like I didn't make a mistake on the order.
Right.
But I got to give him the benefit of the doubt. So what I did, I picked the pieces that he said he was missing. I took a picture of them. So I was like, this is what you said you were missing. This is what I'm sending you. Here's the tracking number.
Right.
So we'll see how that goes. But
I've got a lot in my stock room. I don't know where it's at.
Oh, so it's like your lost items?
Yeah, it's like 50 or 60. This is how crazy it is. It's a 2x2 light bluish gray plate. I've got like 40 something or 50 something in my store. The other day, I'm going to put one of those parts away, and one of them is one of those 2x2 light bluish plates, and I go to put it away, and it's in the stock room. So I have no idea where it's at because the drawer that it was supposed to be in
had something else.
So I think I consolidated drawers and moved it to a and
didn't save it. The save number.
So
you could do the thing with the how many different items would you have in a drawer?
There's usually 2.
2 is the max that I would have.
But you don't. Not every drawer has 2, though.
Not every drawer has.
Not every drawer has 2.
Yeah. If you had the same number of items in a drawer, you could search your store by looking at the remarks. But if it's different,
that's what I do.
The only way you're going to find it is
dumb luck.
Yeah.
Because if it's in a drawer by itself, I'm never going to open that drawer for another piece.
Right.
And I have the long process of it is to look at your remarks and find a missing one.
Right.
A missing number.
Oh, I got you.
It's easier if all your drawers are full.
Yeah.
And you can search 100 to a page. So I just scroll until I get a page that doesn't start with a 1. When I get to a page that starts with a 2, I know that, or a 3, I know that previous page had a missing drawer on it.
I got you.
Yeah. So you could still do it. It just take a longer. Search by availability in your store and by remarks numerically and just scroll page after page till you'll find a drawer that's missing, and that's how you'll find your drawer where you're at. You say do 500 a day or something till you find it.
Right. Yep.
You might even find other things that are missing. I have found other things that are missing with this method.
Well, have you seen Clutch's last store tour?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's huge, isn't it?
I don't know how you still find stack-ons.
I don't. Well, I asked him about three or four videos ago. I asked him, and he said he gets them from I think it's True Value, one of those type hardware stores.
Oh, Ace Hardware here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of
Ace
those. But he buys the ones that are like this. I think.
Yeah.
This version that they have them, but I think they're pricey though.
Yeah. It's worth it to him to just get the thing. He's almost up to 4 million pieces.
Wow.
I want to go visit his store because this is when he was in Warminster, it was nice, but this one he seems to have more room. And seems like he dedicated more room for the Bricklink part of it, and the store part is more smaller.
And it's a pretty impressive retail store too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to when he got 15,000 pounds of Lego that he got recently. It's just going to take him forever to go through that. But
he's got a process. They sort it into shoe boxes, and when the shoe box of that type gets full, then he sorts it down further.
It's just hard to believe when he started, my store was bigger than him.
Well, the difference is he's always made that's his job.
Yeah, and he's good at it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah. I mean, so I saw a video today, so I'm going to date the video. You got Ray's Castaway gift with purchase?
I did. What
do you think of it? I mean, it looks like a cool little
I haven't
set.
built it yet. It looks like a pretty nice set. It's a pretty good giveaway.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the video. What did you buy to get it?
So glad you said that. So I used $400 in VIP points.
Whoa, you had 400?
But you get 4 $100 codes, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It would only let me use 3.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
Every time I went to put the 4th one in, it would say unavailable. So I got out, I went back in, the one that was unavailable, I put in first. It let me do 3, and then the 4. I know I probably could have called customer service, but I was like, so I ended up I used that $100 to order the office set.
That's what I was thinking.
It's on back order, but
that's what I ordered.
Now I'm going to get 2 gifts, but the Halloween accessory pack also parts out at $30+.
Does it?
So there's something for you to look at, Jabbo.
Yeah.
Might get you
twist your arm and do a bunch of $119.99 orders. Get 2 gifts with purchases to part out. Yeah.
Well, see what they show up for on eBay here in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
because that's what I did with the Parrot one. That's when on eBay I bought them for less than $8 because there was bunches. People had like 10 of them. It's like for $8 or whatever. I buy 3 or 4 from them or something. So I had like 12 or 15. I can't remember what I ultimately parted out, but.
I parted out 11. I had more. A couple of them. I don't know where I put them.
Well, I kept one back.
Yeah, I want to keep at least one, but it was an easy part out.
It was a good part out.
And now I'm almost done parting out the 4 Galaxy Explorers. I had one that I'd already bought. I bought the 3 at Walmart, and it was a pretty easy part out. I just got the little bags to do.
I made a comment on the video that I don't know if I'm going to build it, because if I do build it, I don't know where I would put it. Somebody left a comment and said, "Why don't you do like Jabbo and get TM? They might be bricks to come build yours."
Yeah. He's building the roller coaster right now.
Is he?
Wow.
He's got the lift started. It's pretty tall. I'm glad somebody's here that can actually build something.
I haven't bought that one yet. That's one I kind of like because I have the other roller coaster. I
built Groot the other day.
Oh, you did? The big buildable Groot.
Liked it?
It's all right. It's top heavy. You got to position his legs right so he don't fall over.
Huh. So I saw Lego Ideas is going to do Thunderbirds. Or was that no? It
Really?
got 100,000 votes, I guess, on Lego Ideas. Have you seen that set yet?
No, I haven't.
What's
seen
Lego
it.
Ideas?
Well, yeah.
Is that
Well,
is
you
that,
know,
That's
that
where the
people submit
fans
their
decide
ideas, and then later Lego makes a set that looks like that?
looks like
Uh-huh.
it. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. That would be it. You know the one. I thought they were kind of cool. I remember watching Thunderbirds as a kid. I'm sure they would have been reruns because
I
that would have
remember
been from
watching it.
early 60s,
I
right?
remember watching it. The puppets, right?
Yes,
I think
Yeah, I
there were
remember
Thunderbirds in those magazines that you
they
got.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that would have been early 60s, and I wouldn't have watched them until the mid 70s or something when I was a kid. That would have been able to watch it. Kind of remember it.
I hope, like, I'm always disappointed with Lego Ideas. That's why I'm always snarky about it, because they've had smaller ideas that got the votes that didn't become sets. And it's
Right.
like the idea sets are just getting so big
Mm-hmm.
or expensive. Like the Office one, I'm okay with that being $120 because you get so many minifigures with it and all that. But these $300 and $400 sets, it's like I'd rather be like have a small set this occasionally. I mean, you can still do the big sets, but do the little $50 sets.
Yeah.
Why am I saying 50 is a little? That's a
Well,
lot of
yeah.
money.
That's a lot of money. Yeah. Um.
But there all these ideas like
Was
I follow a lot of people that do Thomas the Tank Engine stuff, and there's apparently a guy that submitted some Thomas the Tank Engine stuff. His got up to the 10,000. Everybody's so excited because they're going to get Lego Thomas. I'm like, no, you're not.
No, you
No,
won't.
you're
You won't
not.
get it. You're not going to get it.
They won't
No.
get the licensing.
Mm-mm.
No, they were already went the license they brought with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it and lost it.
Yep.
So,
And even though nobody's making brick built Thomas and Friends, I don't think with Mattel. Mattel does so much stuff with that brand that I just don't see it ever happening.
I don't either. No, that's not something they're going to enter into. I don't believe.
So the treehouse is on rollback right now.
Yep.
Like
That's a good set.
$175. You know, it had a better part out value before, and I looked at that, and its part out value has gone down. Maybe it's because it's not selling. I don't know. Still a good price. $175 is still a good price, but not for me to part it out.
Yeah. So I noticed you as you're winding down or trying to wind down your collection, you're parting out stuff, and you're doing like solo part outs, just one set.
Ooh.
That's not not the best strategy in the world. And there are some sets though that I'm probably going to put in the store because
Oh, it's a set.
Yeah, as a set. Yeah, there's a few of them that I probably will. There was one of the Pharaoh's Quest sets. Its part of value is still like less than $50, and it's like been discontinued for a while. And it's like, why is this not going up any? But I can put the set and probably sell it for like 70 or something. So
right.
I hate shipping boxes, but it's parting out single sets is not the way to go.
No.
And when I look at my boxes of Friends stuff,
Yeah, but a lot of those you do ones, but once you do a few, a lot of them have like colors and like parts.
that's like when I did the Chima sets. So I had a lot of single copies of Chima sets, but there were a lot of crossover, yes, with the parts. So I would take like 5 different sets and part them out all at once. But yeah, it worked with that. And I did find a couple more Chima sets when I was going through the boxes.
It's like a bad penny. They just keep turning up.
Get rid of it.
Oh, so the one last thing on our list.
What is it? What is this Holy Grail versus in store?
Well, so Jabbo just mentioned that in his live stream members only that he just did right before that. That's becoming a thing. Right before the podcast, he does a live stream.
Oh, I missed it. I missed that. I was watching The Masked Singer. Shame on me. Is Dad Bod watching us?
No. I didn't do the. I did not do the. What's the other streaming service? Zoom. I didn't do Zoom tonight. So I did.
So anyway,
But
Well,
go ahead.
go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, you mentioned it in your stream that what we were going to talk about it on the podcast. So I thought, well,
I
I
guess
better
we
do
should
show
talk
notes.
about it. So I had the, I was thinking about when we were talking about all the high dollar sets before. I think I might have been talking about that on the Cali BrickClick about how many sets are over $400 right now that are on shelves. It's crazy. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but if I'm going to pay 400 or 500 or 800 or 850 for a new Lego set, why would I do that when I haven't bought an old Lego set that's one that I've always wanted, or it's just like it's more rare, it's more special, and
and you're sitting on it right now, right?
yeah, my this laptop. Oh, so is I'll bring the.
Here we go.
Make sure the address isn't shown. So this is actually a collectible minifigure box that he shipped it in.
Oh, cool.
This came from Germany, so it's small. So obviously not as big as a Titanic or a Imperial Star Destroyer, but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to buy that castle. I'm going to buy this instead. So I made that. It's this something's been in my cart for like a year.
Is it the remote control?
I can't tell you.
No, it's the train whistle.
That's what my vote is.
Now I got to post that video before this.
When you said it in the live stream, I almost typed it in there.
Yeah.
But then you said it's not set something or another, and I didn't catch what set you said.
It's A42. I said it's not 842.
You said
A42 is one of the town plan sets that I want.
So I was thinking about that too because I've always wanted the airport shuttle.
Right.
And if I wouldn't have had VIP points, I don't think I would have spent $400. As much as I want that roller coaster, I don't think I would have spent $400 on it. So, but if it gets to the point where I was going to spend $600 or $700 for, I think I would try to find an airport shuttle for $500 or $600.
And this thing that was eye-opening, since I haven't looked at buying any monorail lately, I did not realize how much the prices had gone up.
Yes. You're right about that.
I didn't notice that either. So you started going through it, and I was like, no, he's wrong. So I started looking at it like, no, he's right.
The cheapest one was like $600, and most of them were in the $1,000 range.
But
that's what their listing price was. I don't know what the sold price.
Were you on eBay when you were looking at that?
Yeah, eBay.
Okay.
I'm kind of hooked on this Whatnot right now.
Oh,
oh no.
And I'm worried that it's gonna like right now Lego's at its peak, and I think Whatnot is helping it. And I think that once the Whatnot craze dries up,
I haven't got on that train yet.
Yeah.
It's probably going to come and go, and I'll never get on it.
Well, the thing is you're not going to go on there and find vintage stuff.
No.
You're not going to go on there. You might find things here and there. I found a few things here and there. Bought some stuff that I got one today. I didn't even remember what it was. Then when I opened it, I'm like, why did I buy this? Because the price looked good, I guess.
Yeah.
So I got, I think it's Series 15 and Series 18 collectible minifigures in a sealed box.
Oh.
So I've never even opened them. I think I bought 2 of each, and then I got a complete set from the first box. So I never opened the second box. And I was looking at the prices of what the figures that are in there go for. Not an unknown bag, but like, the particular figure. And it's like the average sale price of most of the figures, other than like the policeman and a few others, it's like less than what the retail price is now. They're like $4.
They all are like that.
And it's like, so the collectability of stuff from recent years is just not, I guess, not there because it is overproduced.
But I'm gonna tell you
put them on Whatnot. That's what I was thinking.
You're right. There's people who do shows, and it's great. Chris just did a show. We need to get Bricks for Chris on this.
Yeah.
We need to get Bricks for Chris on this. So he did a whatnot Monday night, and it was pretty good. It's worth just hanging out, just listening to him try to keep up with everything, and his wife's helping him. I mean, it was a neat hangout, and he's got all these it was a minifigure deal, and with Chris, it's worthwhile. But some of these figures, it's just like, man, somebody's paying $12 for that. You could go on eBay and get it for $5.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like
It's just
most of
And
the stuff I've seen is like you have to think so quick, and I guess people aren't. I think that's the
well, you don't really have to think
pandemic-
quick, because what happens is you place a bid, and if it could have 1 second left, and if you place a bid, the counter goes back up to 10 or 15.
But you still have that 10 seconds to decide if you want to increase the bid.
Well, what you do is you kind of set yourself. You're like, okay, I'm not going to go over this amount for that, and you just keep bidding until it gets to that
People do.
amount, and then you just
They go over something.
they do. You just walk away. Well, there's a lot of people who can't walk away.
Well, yeah, and I think that's kind of the thing with those kind of live auctions like that. It's me and Heather, we were at Brickworld, and for the charity auction, there was an employee Lego bag, and there was something inside the Lego bag they wouldn't tell you. Well, Heather went crazy bidding next to the lady that was just in front of her. There might have been a little bit of alcohol involved, but we've overpaid quite a bit for a $50 backpack that said Lego on it. And the thing, now I will admit, the thing that was in it was a Sears Tower set, one of the guy that started all those architecture type sets before he was with Lego. This was one of the prototype Brick World.
Yeah, Adam Reed Tucker.
Yeah.
It was one of the so that set was $200 or $300 in itself, but we didn't know that was in there. That just happened to be
pretty cool.
lot.
I mean,
yeah, but we still paid more, so it's a good thing that it was like I said, there might have been some alcohol involved. But you get excited, right? She just wouldn't quit. She's just like, we had some, we had a certain amount of money. We said this is all we're gonna take to the auction. This is what and there were a couple things that we were like, well, there we go.
So eBay wasn't really like live auctions.
No.
Like whatnot, but it was kind of that. I mean, you had a certain time limit, 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, whatever. But eBay was more like whatnot in the early days, because it was fun. Like if I was selling stuff, I enjoyed going in there and looking and see what stuff would get bid for. And then if I was bidding on something, it was the anxiety is like, oh no, I hope nobody else bids.
Right.
Right. But now it's like, if I put something on eBay, I'm like, oh, I hope it sells.
Well, and if I bid on something on eBay, I just hope I don't get sniped. I mean, there's so many websites that do the sniping for you, so it's like, I don't like sniping.
So yeah, buy your Holy Grail set before you spend $400 for something that's out there.
Yeah. It's going to be real tough for you to lay off that Eiffel Tower, though.
How much is it going to be?
I think it's going to be Titanic prices, $700, I think.
No,
I can't.
I can't even pull up trigger on a Daily Bugle.
Yeah, which I don't understand.
I guess I'm just not. To me, it's not enough modular for me to pull it into the modular. And here's the other thing: I think this is part of what I'm afraid of. I have that Batman set from the original series sitting on the shelf that I've never built, and I just afraid that it's going to be another one of those,
Oh, you talking about the original Batcave?
The Batcave,
classic
classic Batcave,
Yep.
Yeah, that set turned into a. I mean, the vehicles in it were great, but the set itself was like.
I think it's very unliked set by a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's an odd set because of the way the playability on it. It's strange. So, well, that's all I got in the notes.
I got one more thing for you. It's
perfect.
Not on the show notes. I got this set here. It's a Duplo set.
Okay.
5.3.
Looks like Ronald McDonald.
5437. What is this thing? What is that? Can you tell me? Who can tell me what it is?
I'm gonna guess it's a duck.
Okay, you say duck. I like your guess.
Well, you want me to tell you what BrickTsar says it is?
Tell me what BrickTsar says it is.
Wait. Let me take another guess. So if it's
Okay,
not
okay.
a duck, I'm gonna guess parrot or
Okay, parrot. That's another good guess. What does BrickTsar call it?
Chicken.
Oh, I should have got it with the hairpiece.
What? It's just
You
a
know how
green.
the chickens have what's that the thing on the top of the chicken? That's what the green
Oh
thing
yeah, I
is.
know. I don't know what that's called.
It looks more like a parrot.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what Bricklink calls it. What does
Bricklink calls it
BrickTsar
chicken?
calls it. What does Bricklink call it?
Let's see. 5, 4, 3, 7, 5, 7.
So y'all, all you guys,
Parrot.
y'all worry about buying all these expensive sets. I buy crap like this.
Yeah, parrot.
Parrot. I rest my case. Nobody knows what it's called.
Well, wait a minute. It says basic set here. Where did I see the word? Oh yeah, parrot polybag. Parrot polybag.
But it also, it's just like what? It says Quaker Oats cereal special.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you read this? Did you read the note? Yeah. Offered in the U.S. Shop at Home Fall 2006 catalog as Duplo turkey.
So we got duck. Earl said it was a duck. BrickTsar says it's a chicken. Bricklink says it's either a parrot or a turkey. This is the most confusing Lego set ever.
Oh,
this is why you watch the A.F.o.O.L Podcast.
But what's the value on it? Scroll down.
It's
or what are they selling for?
like
$2?
$2 or $3, yeah.
Yeah.
Joey, put it on your wanted list.
Well, I want to see this other one, this 1201 chicken run polybag. It's the same thing.
Chicken run. Wait,
Chicken
how's that
run.
one running? It looks exactly the same as this one.
I don't know.
It's different orientation.
No, it's the same thing. Yeah, the picture's just turned sideways, but it's the same bricks.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Lego
Chicken run. Well, let's look at BrickTsar and see what they call 1201. Chicken run. Oh no! What
I don't even have a picture. Oh, you got to hit the whole thing. Yeah,
there it is. There's no
picture.
No picture of the chicken
that
run.
one's probably more rare.
Oh, so maybe that's the wrong picture on Bricklink.
Could be. Oh, I can't find my thing. There we go.
That's funny. I just thought, it cracked me up when I realized it had different names.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Well, what do we want to do here? You want to do a couple? We were supposed to be choosy on our comments.
Oh, and I didn't.
We didn't. I didn't.
Well, that's okay. I'll read them since we have a little bit of time. Well, maybe I'll skip a couple of them. So
choose away.
So in talk, love the long shows, and you could take that to the bank. What is that catchphrase from? What movie? You could take that to the bank.
Put it in the comments because I don't know.
Yes, leave us a note. That is from a movie. You could take that to the bank. It was somebody's slogan. It was a catchphrase in a movie. What movie was that from? Matt Malish. Hey gang, first time commenter, long time listener. I love your honest takes on the hobby. As knowledgeable individuals who have been collecting and making Lego content longer than I have, as someone on the TikTok side of the community, I know that there's plenty of space for Jabo to talk about truly rare Lego as long as you have the right hook. Just start the video saying, I bet you've never seen this rare Lego set before. Keep up the great work.
Never seen this parrot before.
If you all decide to sell off your collection, hit me up. Well, it's funny you say that, Matt. We were just talking about thinning it out. Let's see. Podcast so long, I forgot a few things I wanted to comment. Yeah, I've done that a lot of times. I'm like, I either start typing and I miss because I'm not paying attention, or I get to the end and it's like, what was I gonna?
You ever like, why do they never reply to my comment? And you're like, oh, I never left it.
I did enjoy the long podcast while sorting part of my Lego. I'm thinking about opening a Bricklink store to close it and use it for myself so I can register where I put about 10% of my Lego collection. The more special and odd pieces are pieces that you know that you have bought, but where did I put them? I'm over halfway with the bracket podcast for the best set.
Oh,
Ooh.
There are sometimes extra funny when you all speculate what will happen in the future. I keep enjoying them. Keep being yourselves. P.S. I bought last month 3 times the white passenger train for about 35 pounds to 55 pounds each. First one to have a third train for a layout. Second one to have extra cars and used for locomotive parts to make my own steam locomotive inspired on BrickTrain on his videos as a portrait. And the third one to get extra motor for a future tender. So how much is? So he bought us that seems like a good price, huh?
yeah. Anytime you get a train with a motor for that amount, it's a good price. Yeah. Oh, so if in the future, see what 3 years we'll be getting a new cargo train.
Yeah.
Passenger train.
Oh, that's a good prediction.
Yeah. Way to stick your neck out.
We're gonna start calling Jabo Nostradamus.
Like they did on America's Funniest Video, Nostradamus.
Zucatron, do you all have a separate Lego piece collection for mocks? It seems like it would be a pain to build a mock and not find a specific piece because you sold it months ago. No. What happens is you go through a checklist and you go in your store and you're like, I could have swore I had that in my store.
Yeah.
Or I just sold those last week.
Yeah. There's times I'll put parts in a bag, in an order, and I'm like, oh man,
what was I thinking?
Yeah.
So that was part of the problem. So, with my Bricklink inventory, I was holding stuff out because I thought I would use it for stuff, and it's like I made the decision. I'm just going to put it in the store. If I need to get it for something I want to build later, I'll just have to either buy it or part out something that's got it.
So what I find crazy, not that you're crazy, but what I find crazy is that you're always buying the extra parts. Do you have like buckets or something you put all that in?
What do you mean buying the extra parts?
So like you'll buy something and you'll need 2.
Oh, yeah. I buy 4 of them.
You'll buy like 4, or you'll buy 10.
Yeah. No, if I ever do the container sorting, it'd be like a graveyard of haul videos.
Those are the tubs of regret.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's up here. There's that one thing. There's a little robot that a guy designed. He had it on Lego Ideas, and it didn't get to 10,000 views or 10,000 supporters. But I had acquired all the parts, and I have this. I had bought a lot from different people, and I still have the bag of the box from of those pieces that was an order I placed from A F.o.O.L Man like 8 years ago or something. It's like they're still in the little baggies. Because I ended up getting all the pieces I needed to build it. I thought I was going to build an alternate model, and I never did. And so, yeah, all those pieces are still
right. Well, just looking at my desk right now, I can pick up bags like this. These are, plates, and these are brackets. And I have, because I do the same thing. I just buy, if I need something for, usually it's train mucks. It's like, well, I'm going to use that here. I'm going to use it somewhere else. So I'll buy 20 or 30. And then, then they get lost on my desk, or they get put in a tub of regret. Then I order them again. Yes.
Yeah, that's my.
And I got them in my store too, probably.
Yeah.
But I have been the stuff that I know where it goes. I've been putting up like all the tipper truck parts. They go immediately, go to their home. The train track goes to where it needs to go.
Right.
And stuff like that.
Do you plan on getting to a point where you stop buying tipper truck parts?
No.
No, there's something else afoot here. I could tell.
I'm not going to pay too much for them, but I'm also yeah, I always look. And sometimes when I'm bored, I'll just look to see if anybody added a quantity. Like the people there at the top, I've looked at their store so many times. It's like I can tell. Okay, there's 250 lots. Nobody's added anything today. I'm not.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because sometimes I'll see one on eBay for $12, and
Yeah.
then sometimes I'll see one on eBay for $35.
It is kind of strange.
Chris Cummings, I'm wondering if Lego could be having some trouble with the paper bags. I haven't tested the new ones that I have for the base plates, but I imagine there might be some issues if they are allowed to soak in water too long. The parts could become lost, and I'm not sure if Lego prefers an insurance claim or a salvage attempt. I understand that if a car is totaled, the owner can buy it back cheap and salvage it, but I'm not sure about the consumer goods. I discovered in a diving magazine that there is a ferry that sank in the Mediterranean decades ago, and a number of the semi-trailers went with it, and they were carrying toys for the holiday season. Something
Yep.
like that would be an understandable total loss. Understand and appreciate that you can't read every comment in the video. I get a little chatty sometimes.
Well,
So,
the truck thing, there's a woman that's made a whole career off of finding Lego pieces in some island in the UK area or something.
well,
You need to quit watching Tom Scott videos.
Tom
you know,
Scott.
we have an overpass, and it's an interstate change. It's one interstate goes over the other interstate. So on all four sides, it has the circle ramps.
Yeah, Cloverleaf.
And let me tell you,
and turning over all the time, huh?
18-wheelers roll over in those things all the time, and everything in those tractor trailers is a waste.
Mhm.
Half the time, you'll see people with pickups just.
Yeah.
Did I tell y'all about the I was going to work one day, and it happened overnight. But so by the time I went past it, it had already cleared. But it was a water bottle truck.
Oh man.
The driver must have fallen asleep, and it was just weird because the truck was still sitting out there burnt. The cab, it burst into fire, so the cab had burnt, and part of the trailer, and the trailer was just like busted open, and there was just water bottles everywhere. It's like, water bottle truck caught on fire.
How ironical.
So there's a video idea, Jabo. Buy a base plate in the new paper bag
and bury it
and submerge it in water.
I think that from Lego's perspective, it doesn't matter if it's in a plastic bag or a paper bag. If it got wet, they ain't worried about it.
Yeah,
they ain't worried about it.
It's getting recycled. But it is. I find it kind of funny that they keep putting these little pieces of paper in sets, saying they're going to be switching to paper bags. Like, why are you wasting all this paper to say you're going to put paper bags? You're still putting plastic bags. It's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it, do it. If you're not, don't do it. But stop telling me you're going to do it.
Are some bricks a great show again, guys? Feature length too. Yeah, I think we had an intermission. It was so long. I will have to get some popcorn in for the next one. In the Lego timeline game, did the card for? Here's a question for you, Joey. In the Lego timeline game, did the card for 1980 just say best year for Lego ever? No argument.
1980. Oh, I wonder what.
I think we're all suffering from too many good news sets, cost of living problems, and a lack of space. Yes, it's time to bite the bullet and concentrate on what gives us most joy. Yep.
I want to see if there's anything for 1980. Oh, they skipped it. What? How can you skip 1980? Oh no, I've mixed the cards up now.
Now you've done it.
Is there some way
that? That would have to be in a group number 1, right?
So while you guys are looking for, okay, you found it.
Keep going. No, keep going.
So Mayo's back.
Mayo's back.
If there's a date for Lego sets to sell astronomically on eBay, it's probably 2007 when the modulars came out. At the same time, Lego started going full-blown in Lego City and Creator, all while the quality and size of Star Wars got bigger and better in 2007. I'm finally caught up on all these episodes. University homework is exhausting. I bet it is. It's good to have you back, Mayo.
I like how people in the UK and Australia and Europe, they say I go to university.
Mm-hmm.
And here we say we go to college.
Well, that's like over here we take a vacation. Over there they go on a holiday.
They go on holiday. Did you
This is
find
the-
1980?
Yeah.
Did you?
Education.
Because I was gonna say I literally have 79 and 81. So I've
Yeah.
lost 80.
This is wrong. When did the Lego Education? They call it the institutional department. It says today Lego Education is founded. So what did DACA stand for? It should have said DACA.
Beats Brick says bank shot. What was the code word last time? I've already forgotten.
I don't remember. I don't know what the code word.
I think Lego is releasing too many big sets, which also leads me to want to shut down buying new. Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I figured at some stage I'd want to buy the UCS Falcon, then the AT-AT comes along, and that gets added to the list. And now the Razor Crest. I'd like all of them, but won't be able to afford them all before they retire. And so now it feels like I'm going to not bother getting any of them instead. It's very true, and I got a feeling that the Razor Crest will probably be the first UCS that Jabbo passes on.
You might be right.
Yep.
It's yeah. You found
no, but I found our trivia question for the day.
Launch of the Lego brick separator.
Put your answer in the comments.
Dunkster went down a rabbit hole getting brick separators.
He did. That's Dunkster's right there.
I need to watch his video.
Uh,
Did he get the unknown brick separator?
Huh?
Did he get all of the brick separators?
I think he's got quite a few of them. I don't know if he's got them all.
I think he did. I think he found. I don't know if he's got both the colors of that first one.
Right.
But I think he went and got one of them.
Look what somebody sent me a picture of.
A red tipper.
Tipper. That's a test mode. You don't like test modes.
That's because I don't know if they're real.
Well, it's real.
It's a real rumor.
It exists.
TikTok is one that you should definitely read the terms of service.
Ooh,
Chinese government owned and particularly scary.
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Battery powered bricks. Get them, Jabbo. No stickers, no instructions, no complete.
There you go.
Also, thanks for the kind words. I try to find good balance when it comes to pacing. It's crazy how YouTubers will literally overlap their own voiceover clips to try to keep today's short attention span viewers engaged. Same with movies for the matter. I don't know how anyone can emotionally be involved with a series of half-second jump cuts and rush dialogue. On the other end of the spectrum, I've seen a lot of Lego tutorials that are way too slow and don't give enough important technical details. I'm far from perfect, but I try to research things as much as possible before hitting record or writing with a script. Earl, that Thomas the Tank mock is one of my absolute favorites. He posted some work in progress pics and Discard channel I'm in. The final product was good. I think I was talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. How many colors of that are there?
2.
The 2? You got them all.
Yeah, and the green brick separator was only in 2 sets, and the other, that one.
Do you find it funny that new sets still come with orange, but yet every once in a while you'll get one with the turquoise one?
Yeah, that is strange.
The one thing that I wish Lego had done, and I wish they would do, like if they're going to put brick separators in all the big sets, just make different colors for different themes. And like when they did that architecture set, everything's white and clear in there, except for the brick separator. Why didn't they make a white brick separator for it?
It would have been cool. A white brick separator would have been really cool.
Yep. Would be really cool. Or every year change the color.
Yeah. Oh, I meant to comment on what Brian. Wait.
Chris says I think Lego. Oh, what Brian?
Never mind. I mean,
battery powered bricks. Yeah.
So he I've been watching some of his old videos. I don't know if they're old, but he does a lot of good. His tutorials are good, and it's making me want to buy Dagda stuff.
Now there's a catch-up game you got to play.
Did it. So, for instance, he did a tutorial merging so many different types of technology that Lego has made, like 9-volt power functions, DATCA. It's just, I find it fascinating.
Yeah, it's cool that he's got it to work together as much as it is pretty cool. So
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, but that's almost a hobby in and of itself, just running the electronics, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't. I don't even want to take the time to attempt to do that. Chris says, I think Lego has observed Brickmania. Their costs are for a reason: small production and overhead. Instead, if they charge over $1,000 for a set, so can Lego.
Yeah, but the thing is, Brickmania, if they have $1,000 set, they're not going to make 10,000 of them.
No,
they're going. Like the stuff sells out, but it's because they have a limited number of that they'll make.
And because of what it is, and because of the expense and the detail stuff, they have a limited market anyway.
Yes.
You know, parents are not buying those for kids because they are not toys; they are display pieces.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, if Brick, who is it about the? You know, I can't remember the name of the company now.
Brick Model
Railroad. Like if they ever come out with the T1, it's like, yeah, it's an unreasonable price to most people for something like that. If Lego made it, it'd be probably half the cost or less, but it's not.
If Lego made it, it would not be as detailed either.
I sure hope when you get that thing, it's built better than that.
I hope I can build it.
Piece of
I'm worried
that they want you to do a video.
I literally was like, I hope I can build it. I'm going to be so upset if I can't build it.
Oh, it'll
be mostly me.
I got it. You can take that to the bank. It was from the Steven Seagal movie where he was in a coma. He was in a coma.
Oh, Hard to Kill.
Hard to Kill. That's it. That was the politician's catchphrase. You could take that to the bank.
Yeah.
That's how he remembered who got him.
That's a chicken. You can take it to the bank. I mean, it's a parrot. I mean, it's a turkey. Take it to the bank.
There you go.
Take it to the bank.
That's
today's a Shalimar song too.
If you're still here, leave Hard to Kill in the comments.
Hard to Kill. There you go.
That chicken was hard to kill. So they called it a duck.
I'll just change into a parrot then.
I don't know, but I think this podcast turned into a turkey.
Chris says, I won an eBay Lego auction for $36 plus shipping, and the seller never shipped it. I informed eBay about not receiving the item 2 days after the expected delivery date, and I got my money back after they investigated. I believe, as Jabo mentioned, that some sellers don't have the item and hope to buy it cheaper before they can sell it. Of course, if the seller wanted more than $36, then the starting bid higher, but I can see where a lower starting bid might attract more bids. Yeah, I hate that whenever have you ever seen the auctions where it's like they're selling something that's pre-ordered?
Yeah, I think that shouldn't be allowed.
I think that is technically against the terms of service, isn't it?
Yeah.
How do you sell something you ain't got in your hand?
Yeah. So I had a Bricklink order recently, and the guy said, hey, can you send me the tracking? It hasn't come yet. I'm like, sure. And then I looked at it. I was like, okay, this was delivered like 4 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so I sent him, I said, I almost wanted to send him a picture of the building, but it was like, it said delivered. It said handed to a person. Also on the delivery, this was handed to a person, but I got to investigating further. The address matched on PayPal and on Bricklink, except for the Bricklink seller was listed as being in a different state in the thing. And I was like, oh, this is one of those. It's because he said he had a dispute with the order. And I'm like, and I was like, are you having a dispute with me? Because I'm sitting there showing you that it was delivered. I was like, oh, this is somebody
bought it from you.
and they
It
shipped it to somebody else. Yep, and the
resale.
people that he shipped it to are claiming they didn't get it.
Mhm.
And this is why I want to block third-party sellers from buying from me. I don't have a problem. If you want to buy from me and go resell it to somebody for twice as much, 10 times as much, feel free. But don't make me be the go-between. Don't make me be the one that ships it to this person and then you claim that they're not getting, or they claim they didn't get it. And then I'm involved in this dispute.
Right.
But I never heard from him again. I sent him the tracking and I was going to send him a picture of the building that it got shipped to. But then when I realized he was in a different state, I was like, dang it. One of those.
Yeah, I've been in it. Yeah. I mean, I always ship to wherever the PayPal says, even if they ask to send it somewhere else. But I haven't had too many of those issues, but I know I'm getting drop sellers because I get the people who say, don't put an invoice or anything in there. And I'm like, you drop selling it then. So,
so Chris, a couple more comments from Chris. He saw a guitar at Target. Was wondering if it was
it's small.
Yeah, wondering if it was mocked for David Lee Roth or Eddie Van Halen.
No.
He bought some sets from Walmart to diversify his collection. He bought a Jurassic World set, a Galaxy Explorer set, a Star Wars set. He's trying to diversify his collection.
It's diversified, yeah.
Dude said, good job. Brick Badger, I'm a recently new viewer to your podcast, but wanted to say I thoroughly enjoy your podcast discussions. Thanks for sharing. Well, Brick Badger, we have a lot of them out there for you.
Are you in wait, Badgers, those are Wisconsin.
So
we're
In Talk says we're not boomers, we're Generation X. I may be the oldest of the Generation Xers, but I'm proudly wear that label. Are we? I don't even know.
We're Generation X. It's like 1960 whatever, but I think our parents are boomers.
Boomers were their parents were like World War II people.
Yeah. Baby boomers. Yeah, my parents were
after
born
the war. There was a big boom in births.
But then some of these kids nowadays will tell you that we're telling you that wrong, that boomers mean something completely different. I'm like, I'm tired of you already. We were boomers first, or our parents were boomers first.
Sin Killer Tachikawa.
You just waiting.
Yeah, I was just waiting. Wow, and I don't know. I've not once subscribed to a new channel because of a recommended short. You don't have time to get a feel for what their usual content is like.
Yeah.
If you want to continue following it, it's true that the algorithm pushes shorts, which is the only reason why most do them. But I agree that the value is just not there for most content types. I'm sure many of us regulars fully understand if you don't read every comment. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. You just feel bad.
Okay.
Here's a timestamp. And I actually already watched this timestamp. I watched it, I guess, about a week ago when I saw it. So you'll have to hit this timestamp, Jabo.
Okay. What did I do?
129:35. Jabo triggered. Well done, Earl. It was when you were talking about not buying new Lego sets and you were about done, and I mentioned the Eiffel Tower, and
you did it again this week.
To put you sideways. Lego pricing is definitely on the verge of gouging, and it's just not worth it anymore. Yeah, and I don't know if it's
gouging.
It's complete gouging. The thing that's crazy is that the sets that are getting retired supposedly by the end of the year didn't go up.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't an across the board. If you said, okay, across the board, all Legos going up 10%.
Right.
Okay, but why is this set going up $20? This set's going up $5. This set's not going up at all.
Yeah.
It's just
there's
crazy.
A method to their madness. We just don't know it.
Yeah. It's probably another one of those guys in the boardroom trying to get Jabo up on his soapbox.
It's working. I'm just telling you, boardroom guy. Boardroom, I'm talking to you, not talking to anybody else. If I stop buying Lego, you're going to have to lay off 1,400 people.
Again?
Timestamp that, Joey. So in 6 months when their earnings come out.
Yeah. That would be episode 58, 129.
Xavier, I'm so proud listening to 1 hour about I'm not buying Lego anymore. Seatown Bacon, the reaction is, oh, rabbit hole, here we go. Yep.
Oh, I did not buy it. So just let you know, I did look at it and look at piecing it together, getting the rare parts. Yeah, I didn't. I want to get that set though, but yeah.
Love the show, Pascal. Blah, what an epic video, meaning long, a lot said and discussed, but still a great one. I too enjoy the collection of old sets and parts. Just finished a snowplow. Cargo Center is what I am collecting right now. That town bake looks like a challenge. Go Jabbo, go.
Don't remind me, because now I'll go back and start looking again.
Dunkster, my body is a temple. That's why I leave the shoes on the outside. Destruction is a very good idea. I'll start to work on it. What are we destruction? What are we destruction? I've forgotten.
I don't know. I don't know why he talked about his shoes, but he commented on one of my videos where you could see in the video I wasn't wearing shoes.
Oh yeah,
the 360 video.
When he said my body is a temple, I'm thinking of the Kenny Chesney song.
Well, I think he's saying don't run around barefoot is what he's saying.
Oh.
Not in the Lego room.
Not in the Lego room, no.
Squirrel Rabbit says shipping is easy to manage as a whatnot as a seller. You just have to wait ahead of time before you list them on live auction. And I did find out that, so like for instance, with a minifigure, if I buy a minifigure and the shipping is $4, then after I buy the first minifigure, the second minifigure, the shipping is only 25 cents more for me.
On that particular buyer.
From that particular, during that particular.
Yeah.
Deal.
I think you can set that up on your listing.
Yeah. Chad Kona says he was talking about Les Paul was famous for.
Yeah, that was the one. I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intalk says a Lego intro joke equals impressive at BrickTrains. So look at that. I don't know what this commercial's for, Joey, but when I pulled your video up, look at the train that's on it.
I don't know what it is. I can't see it.
Regular model train.
Oh, regular model train? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know about y'all, but almost every single video I watch, I get a shorts ad from YouTube. So if I click on your video to go watch it, I'm going to go get this shorts ad, and it's about fashion. I'm like, okay, if YouTube, I'm talking to YouTube board, if you're trying to get me interested in watching shorts, it's got to be something else besides fashion. Look at me, I'm wearing t-shirts.
Let me tell you how much they're pushing shorts now. When you upload a video, the first option is short.
Yeah.
And if you're not paying attention, when your video, it says, edit this video to a short.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's okay. I'm not as mad as I was, but still, I just don't understand the recommendation to me for this ad for.
Right.
I don't know if y'all.
I get a survey a lot in place of an ad.
Just know if it's one of our videos, please give it a good. Oh, you're talking about for the survey for the ad.
Survey for the
instead of an ad, a survey will be on the screen
asking you about the ad.
Okay, so somebody tell me this: are those actually YouTube surveys? It says help YouTube by answering this one question,
right. And then it says none of the above. I don't even read them. I just click the none of the above.
I always assumed it was somebody pretending like this. I thought it was like the fake Mr. Beast ads.
I just wait 4 seconds and hit skip.
Yeah, I do that too. I do that too.
All right,
we'll get us out of here, Jabbo.
Yeah, well, we hope that you can take this one to the bank. Thanks for watching another A.F.o.O.L Podcast. We'll be having the special 59th anniversary episode next time. But if you haven't already, be subscribed to BrickTrains, Mardigrasman below. I'm BrickTsar. And if this is a parrot to you, then you might think it's a chicken. I don't know. Could be a duck, a turkey. We have all the answers here. It's like the hoot. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Oh.